Hello everyone, Nate here with 911 Rapid Response, and we're back again to you today with another vehicle showcase. We've got a special treat for you right behind me. This is a 2019 Ford F250 crew cab with a 6.5 foot box. We did a couple extra special customizations to this Battalion Chief vehicle, and we'll start by going over what we have for emergency warning right now. In the front of the vehicle, you can see that we have the Weston Sportsman brush guard. In the grille, we have the Whelen T-Ions in a duo configuration. Those are red and white. Right now we're in park as far as the transmission goes, so we do have red flashing only, no white in the light bar or any surrounding lighting. On the side of the push bar, we have the Whelen T-Ions also in a red-white configuration. And in position 3, when this vehicle is in drive, we'll also have the headlight flashers active for more forward-facing white warning. Up on top of the truck, we have the Whelen Liberty 2 Duo light bar, and this is a custom configuration. As you can see, in park, we have the command green lighting flashing there. Behind the green lighting, we have red flashing for when that command lighting is not active. And in all other positions where we do have modules, they are red and white with full flood capability to the front and to the sides. As we cruise around the side, we can take a look at what we have for the graphics package. In the gold leaf print there, as well as the reflective white stripe, fire rescue, and Battalion Chief on the back of the vehicle. Unfortunately, we do have some insignia on this vehicle that we cannot show due to sensitivity and nature of the client. On the side of the vehicle, for warning, we have on the fenders Whelen T-Ions in a red-white configuration, and on the rear quarter we also have another Whelen T-Ion in red-white as well. As we cruise around to the back of the vehicle, for warning, we have taillight flashers active. And high above the truck cap, we have the Whelen Dominator light stick, red end flashers, center amber warning, and that will also give us amber traffic advisor to the rear. The light bar is blocked here, and we actually have the rear of this light bar depopulated due to the cap and the next piece of equipment that we're going to go over being in the way. As you can see, we do have a roof rack configured on this truck cap, and mounted atop of it is a Wilbert Night Scan Chief light tower, the 2.3 model. It is fully elevated at this level and is configured with 4 XL200 light heads for a total output of 80,000 lumens. High atop the light tower, you can see that we have a funny looking camera there. That is actually a Silent Sentinel Oculus camera that will give us a video feed as well as a thermal camera feed. And just to add a little bit more on the back of the vehicle, we do have a full reflective chevron from side to side and bottom to top. Okay everyone, so we're going to take a look at what we have behind this hatch door, and we've got a whole lot of equipment here, a very nice treat for you. So we'll go ahead and take a look now. So as you can see, we do have a lot of equipment here. You just heard the radio's active, but for rear warning, when this hatch gate is up, we do have Whelen Ions high above on the underside of the hatch door, and those will activate with a mercury switch. When that hatch is open, we actually deactivate the light stick, and then again we'll reactivate the light stick when this hatch goes down, disabling the ions that are under the hatch. What you see here inside is an extendo bed fitted for the 6.5 foot box. And this box has been custom made, manufactured, and designed by our in-house team here at Vengeance Manufacturing. So what you see here is a one-off project, a very nice job. We actually had this box completely PPC coated, give it that black rough texture. And if you will take a look at the top left, we'll go ahead and go over some equipment that we have here. So with that camera system on top of the Wilbert Night Scan tower, we do have the video feed and the thermal feed. So to display that, we have a small 12-inch screen. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit if I can. All right. And to the right of that is a customer supplied screen. This actually connects to a mobile weather station for them to deploy when they're in the field for uses as far as warning and prevention. To the right of that, we have two Motorola APX 8500s, customer supplied, and we have those neatly mounted there. Both microphones being on a magnetic mic mount. To the left at the bottom, we have an open gear storage area. And to the right of that area, we have the mounting for the Wilbert Night Scan light tower control and the camera control. And we can go over a little bit of that function here momentarily. Just below that on the outside, we have Motorola Bluetooth lapel mics for the customer to utilize. Top right-hand side drawer has a combi cam lock on it for secure storage in that top drawer. The drawer in the center here, this is actually going to be fitted for files, 3-ring binders. We don't have any code set on this top drawer yet. We're going to let the customer do that, but very easy function, just as we have with the other drawers. And on the bottom drawer here, we actually fitted a nice securing device here since it was a smaller drawer. It was a little difficult to get a securing a fastener in there. So we actually have this to keep that drawer secure, prevent it from sliding out. Just push that down, pull it out. We actually have a whiteboard surface here on the top. And under that, we have storage for pens, dry erase markers, so on and so forth, any other tools that the customer would need to hide underneath there nicely and neatly. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get this extendo bed pulled out here, and we can go over some of the other additions that we have. So this being an extendo bed, it will fully extend 110% outside of the cap. We have full access to the sides of the box. And on this side, behind the webbing strap there, we have two adjustable height shelves fitted with Technique strip lights inside for lighting. We also have another smaller compartment up here for some gear storage with another seatbelt fastener there. If we cruise around to the other side, we have some more to offer you. On the passenger side of the vehicle, safely on the curb side, for any operator or command situation, keeping them out of the street or anything like that. We have whiteboard surfaces. The whiteboard surface at the end or the far left here, that is actually aluminum. We used a vinyl graphic coating on there for the writing surface. The other white surface that you see with the door handle on it, that is actually a steel plate. And the customer requested this so that they can use magnets, hold up paper, or for accountability situations. If they have any kind of tools there that they use for accountability that are magnetic, they can apply that to that door. And then this door will also fold up to reveal one single adjustable height shelf, also with Technique strip lighting inside there. We have another file drawer for hanging file folders, 3-ring binders. And then here we have a large storage drawer for other items that the customer would like to store. Okay everyone, so now that we've gone around the command box, we're actually going to go over some of the features that we have with the controller on the Wilbert Night Scan light tower. We have this neatly set up here and secured to the side of the command box on the inside here for easy access. And we came up with this bracket to kind of house the large coiled wire that we have along associated with this controller. So what we'll do is we can make sure we have everything activated here. We do have mast up and mast down. Currently we're maxed out as far as height goes. So just to give you an example, mast down, it's air pressure, bringing the mast down rather quickly. And we can go back mast up. You can hear that air compressor kicking on right now. And we're about maxed out there again. And I'll just give you some examples of the pan left, pan right. Here we go, we can pan left. As you can see, we have the lighting on. And we can also tilt up, tilt down. Fully rotating those 4 light heads. And while you can see the camera back here, I'm actually going to pull the camera controller down. We can just get an example of how that operates. Unfortunately, with the brightness outside, it's a little difficult to record the screen that we have here. Easy to see, but as far as recording and capturing that image, it might be a little difficult. So as you can see, that camera head is rotating. Or rotate that back our way so you can see the face of it. Panning up, panning down, and again 360 rotation of that head there. As far as switching from video to thermal, it's just a matter of changing the input here on the monitor, changing it over to an AV input. We have the video feed on HDMI, has 30-time optic zoom, auto focuses, very nice feature for the customer. Okay everyone, so taking a look on the inside of this Ford F250, we'll take a look at what kind of equipment that we have installed here, and we'll start off with the console. This is a 30-inch long, 10-inch high Havas box console sitting on the vehicle-specific tunnel mount. And for equipment installed in this console, we have the USB charging ports at the very top, and aside of that we have the 12-volt charging ports. Just below there we have the 2 customer-supplied Motorola APX 8500s. Which have the microphones mounted on the magnetic mic mounts. And we have the rotary knob variant of the Whelen control head here. We have equipped this vehicle with the Whelen Cencom carbide with OBD2 function, and we will go over a lot of that here very shortly. Just below that, as previously mentioned, we have the internal cup holders and a large accessory pocket for files, binders, maps, anything that the customer would like to have at hand here inside the console. On either side, we have the side-mounted armrests. And up at the top on the right-hand side, side-mounted pole, we have the Havas swing arm there for a computer mount that is to be later installed by the customer. At the very back of the console, we have 2 portable chargers here that were supplied by the customer for easy access and charging here inside the vehicle. Okay, while still inside this Ford F250, we're going to take a look at the mounting solutions that our team came up with here in the install shop. A very clean, superb job of mounting this equipment. Very easy to access, very easy to service in the event that it would need service. We left the USB cord for the Whelen Cencom carbide there. We're going to leave that available so that the customer, if ever needs to plug in a laptop that we can remotely diagnose this or transfer files, they can easily access that. They don't have to worry about digging back there. However, the carbide is mounted in an upright position with the wires exiting to the top, very neatly routed so that if we do have to get to that USB port, it's easily accessible. And again, radio mounting, everything that's mounted back here, perfectly done by the install team. Very nice, clean job. Nothing is on the floor, nothing's going to be damaged or anything like that by any kind of water getting kicked around. It'll always be behind the seat, nice and protected. All right, everyone, so as far as warning, we're going to go over what kind of function we have built into this vehicle along with the Whelen Cencom carbide and OBD2. Let me turn this radio down so we don't get any static. And we'll go ahead and start off with position 1. So this is going to activate the Whelen Dominator stick and the tail light flashers in the back of the vehicle. Nothing else in the front of the vehicle, except for the light bar. I believe we do have some minor flashing in the corners of the light bar, but that would be the only forward-facing warning in this position. So as we come around the side of the vehicle, I'll go ahead and put it in position 2, and this will give us our red flashing in the front of the light bar, the side of the vehicle, and the front of the vehicle. Now, as Bobby's panning around to the side here, we're going to take a look at one of the features that we do have with the OBD2. At the back of the light bar, you're actually going to see this corner. When I depress the brake, it's going to override to a steady red. So the back corners facing the rear of the vehicle, when we go into the brake with any type of emergency warning active, we're actually going to override those from any flashing to a brake function. So it'll be brake It'll be steady, and as we release the brake pedal, it'll go back to the warning. Also in the back of the light bar, we'll have reverse function. So where those modules were steady burning with the brake, we actually have the reverse light overriding the brake function. So when this vehicle is in reverse, those back corners are going to go to white just to give a little extra illumination to the rear of the vehicle. And we'll go back into park. And another function we have here is with a door pop. We're actually going to kill the corner of the light bar. In the event that we're in a situation where we have the emergency warning active and the driver would like to step out of the vehicle onto the running board, assess the situation, or give a direction to somebody else, they don't have the corner modules here blasting their eyeballs. And when we close the door, those will automatically reactivate. And as we cruise around to the front of the vehicle, we'll see what we have for position 3. And at the front of the vehicle, we're still in park. I do have the slider switch in position 3. When I go to drive, this will turn on the white flashing. It'll deactivate the park kill for the white flash and the siren, or the siren kill. So we have white flashing now in the grille, in the push bumper, the headlights, the light bar, and the side of the vehicle. And as you can see, we're now flashing emergency warning where the green lighting was in the light bar for command. And as soon as I go back to park, even while still remaining in slider switch 3, we're now back to a non-white flashing position, a slower flash pattern, and the command lights automatically activating in the light bar and on the strip as far as what we have installed on the Wilbert light tower. We have a strip up there just to kind of give a little bit more 360 visibility of the green command lighting, since we only have that green lighting in the front of the light bar. And we'll give another feature here. Again, back into drive, and then deactivating with park. And I'm going to have Bobby, if you can, protect your ears. I'm going to give you another feature that we have here. So while we're in drive and position 3 is active, we'll have air horn, electronic air horn with the horn press, which is also going to activate a steady white burst in the light bar in the front of the vehicle. And we go back to park. And while we're up there, we're going to take a look at what we have for some scene lighting. So with the left alley, one press will give us the light bar, second press will give us the rest of the vehicle as far as what we have on the side. Takedown, same thing. One press gives us what we have in the light bar in the front, second press will give us white steady in the grille. Same thing for the right that we had on the left as far as alley lighting or side scene lighting. And we do have a button here for scene light. So this one press will give us all of our scene lighting, front, sides, and of the vehicle, and front and sides of the light bar. We also have a low power override here. There's a photo cell built into the light bar that will low power, high power, depending on the time of the day or how much light they have ambiently outside. We have a high idle switch. This vehicle is equipped with a high idle feature. So in the event they do have a lot of equipment plugged in, or they're running the emergency warning, they're running basically everything that we can run, including the light tower, they can high idle this thing and keep the batteries fully charged and keep the system operating smoothly. We have an override button for the command feature, so we can turn that off, turn it back on. And then we also have a backlight button for the brightness of the backlight on the control head. Manual override for the siren, manual air horn button, traffic advisor functions as normal. Thanks again for following along, folks. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow on all of our social media outlets. Give us a call at 717-473-3843 if you have any questions, if we can help you out with an upfit, if we can hook you up with any aftermarket equipment. We'd love to do work with you. And remember to follow. We have a lot more coming. Fully customized aftermarket vehicles, upfitted vehicles for emergency management, fire departments, police departments, EMS, paramedic vehicles. Lots more to come this summer. We appreciate you again. Thanks and have a great day.